Some snow. I just got done snow plowing. Probably a good 6 to 8 inches. You can see the RV is got a nice healthy dose on the roof. I'm gonna probably get up there in a little bit and shovel that off. But I'm kind of tired from the driveway, so I don't want to get up there until I've recouped a little bit of energy. Beautiful. This is what January's supposed to look like. Not rainy and overcast. It is time to work on Audrey's car. Today, this is a heated garage I have access to, however. I got some cleanup to do before, so we're just gonna rearrange some stuff here. I gotta get this insulation out of the way. I'm gonna probably utilize the space in back of the lawnmower for some stuff here, and we're gonna get started. Wish me luck. I got it in here. It is a little tight. It's the cord for the RV. I gotta get that jack out of there. I left as much room as I could to work on over here. So here's where the big noise is coming from. It also needs front sway bar links, and we're probably gonna do that today. But we're gonna get this tire off, and we're gonna see what's going on underneath there. So just like I thought, you can see, but you can definitely hear that clunk in there. That wheel is moving. That bearing is bad, thankfully. So we're gonna do the brakes on this and the rear bearings. That should be good. I'm gonna take this this side apart just to make sure, see what those brakes look like, but I'm pretty certain I know what it's gonna need. Let me just show you what I got here. Here's the brakes. I'm gonna grab a couple of wheel cylinders because it looks like those have been leaking. So hopefully, get a little heat back here, and these lines aren't completely, oh God, that looks bad. Shoot. Well, yeah, I might be replacing that brake line. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there, huh? Okay. Let me go get some parts, and we're gonna get to work on this. Ugh.
Look where we are.
So if you guys watch Vice Grip Garage, when he was picking up the truck for Christmas to take back to his wife, he stopped here for parts. We're not driving anything as fancy as he was. We're just trying to get our Subaru back on the road. So yeah, we're in Rochester and we're gonna grab some brake parts.
We're back with the stuff.
Thank you so much. PB Blaster. Of course, it's on the opposite side.
We just did a lap.
We just did a whole lap. Let's get a camera on this. Of course, it's gonna be all the way up top. Gonna try really hard to not break some brake line, but we might.
Stay tuned.
And we're back. We got a box full of parts. Brake cleaner, penetrant. We got a whole bunch of stuff in this box. That's all gotta go in here. This is a drum. It's not scored. It's not really a lip on it, so we're just gonna reuse that. Again, it's 2002, and well, parts are still good. So when you're on a budget, you just kind of save what you can. If something's good, you don't necessarily need to replace it. Again, I've shown you before, that's obviously been leaking something, so we're gonna go ahead and pull that out of there and replace it. These shoes aren't bad, to be honest with you.
Hey, want to help us out? Subscribe to our channel.
It's totally free and it would really bring us joy. Then click the bell notification so you know when we have a new video up. Thanks.
First things first is we're gonna go ahead and pull these springs on each side of here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get all this old shoe apparatus out. And before I do that, I'm actually just gonna, you see that brake line? Yeah, it doesn't, not looking like that's gonna turn. So I'm gonna soak the ever living crap out of it. I have a torch head in here. I know I bought one, but it's grown legs on me already. So here we go. There's lots of ways to do these things. I'm not here to tell you the right or wrong way. I was going to show you on the side that I already took apart, but it's already apart. So basically, you just want to get a channel lock, so a small pair of vice grips on here. And just rock it back and forth. And once you feel the shaft break loose, of course I'm filming it now, so I don't want to do it easily. Anyway, I'll be right back. That is definitely a two-handed job. So you gotta put a hand behind here on the pin just to hold it in place while you move the spring. Then it just slides right out of this hole. Let me see if I can show you. Again, plenty of videos out there to show you how to do a brake job, but that hole is slotted. So it goes on that pin, and then it turns and then it locks. So when you unlock it, you just push it in, turn it, slides right off. So as soon as I got that done, I can push these guys out of here. So I gotta get some penetrant oil on the back. So before I go any further, this is, oh, that is definitely unlocked. Okay. You know how hard it is. This is why I don't do a whole lot of automotive videos, guys, because this is a real big pain in the butt to film. I just want to get that nice and coated. I don't think that's gonna turn, but we're gonna give it its best shot. Like I said, I gotta find a torch head too. Found a torch head, not the one I bought the other day, but I had a spare one sitting in a toolbox. Fighting that one hand, it sucks. I'm just gonna pull that back here. And just gonna heat the crap out of that. I've already heated it up once. You don't really want it, that's like a neoprene sleeve there, so you don't want to breathe all that. You want to focus all your energy right here. So I'm just getting it hot and I'm coating it with some penetrant. I'm just gonna keep doing that. Hopefully I can get it out. If this breaks, then we're just gonna have to replace the line. And I'll buy two lines the same size because I'm sure the other side's gonna break too. When in doubt, cut it out. So this stripped out on the back of this last night. I don't know if you can see it. That's gonna be in the light. Yeah, so that stripped out on me last night. It would not budge. It's stuck in there. So I just cut it out. And I'm gonna go to an auto parts store. They sell pre-made line. I'm gonna grab 2 of those and some brake fluid, and then when I replace this, we're just gonna have to re-bleed everything back here, put some brake fluid in, and pump it back up. So that's where we're at right now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got that and some brake fluid. So we're just gonna go and take that back home, throw that in, and start rebuilding everything. Hopefully they have everything we need now. So next stop, working car. And we're finally all apart. There's the old, covered in goop. There's the new. I'm just gonna take some brake cleaner right here. Apply ourselves a generous amount rather. Just try and clean this old rusty backing plate up as much as possible. Let that dry, and we'll throw the new wheel cylinder in there, get the brake lines attached, and then we'll start trying to figure out this whole mess. Look at all this rust. Yummy. Okay, we've got the new wheel cylinder in, and we got this line going in. I haven't bent it up all the way. You don't need a fancy tube bender. This is soft copper tubing. You can kink it and bend it, so you have to be careful. But I'll use just a socket to use my radius. So what I'll do is I'll take the line and I'll get it wrapped around that, and I'll make my bend around the socket so I don't have to worry about kinking it. It makes a perfect tubing bender, especially for the soft, short copper stuff. I got a little bit more bends to make to get it to fit, and then once I do that, I'll be able to start putting pads and shoes on. Would you look how pretty that is, huh? Look at that shiny new line. We want to make sure it's nowhere near the CV axle. Got room to travel up and down or whatever. Actually, that stays stationary. The hose is what moves up and down with the suspension. Then we got this guy in here. So everything's all good. We're gonna spray this all down with some brake cleaner one more time. I should probably take a wired brush to it if I can find one. I'm pretty sure I can. Some brakes, they give you these things, these parking brake levers, brand new. You can reuse them, but this one they don't. So I had to take this off, and boy, let me tell you, that is a big pain in the butt. 2 screwdrivers, a hammer, and I finally ended up getting it up enough to cut it out, but that thing has been comfortable. I don't know if a brake job's ever been done on this car, so this is probably like 20, 22 years old. So we got all this apart. Now I can reuse this shoe. We got this pretty much all back together on the top here. I don't have the bottom spring in yet. Take your time. There's a trick to this. If you get really lost and confused and you can't figure it out, never take both sides apart at the same time, because if you get really lost and you can't find anything on the internet, you can always go take the other wheel off and then use the other side to put this side back together, the side that you're stuck on. A lot of patience with this. I re-greased all of this. We put some anti-seize on the threads here. This is all new springs, all new hold-on springs. So this shoe's in. We're about to get this shoe in, and then I'll put the rest of the springs back on it, and then this side will be done. It's all back together. It was kind of a pain in the butt. I'm adjusting the drum out right now, so you have the star wheel adjuster. It turns up. You want about a half a turn. When this is all together, you want it to feel like it's got just a little bit of drag on it. You can see all the new stuff that I have in here. I gotta bleed this when I get it back together too. So for right now, we're gonna put the drum on, adjust it, and then we'll move on to the next thing. One side done. This side came apart much easier. Oh. So I got it all apart here. Spray everything down, brush it all down like I did the other side. Clean it all up, and we'll start getting it back together. So pretty easy. We've done the other side now, so this side should go a little bit quicker. We'll see. Here's a new wheel cylinder. These things are pretty straightforward. I go in with this on the bottom. Then we go in there one way. There's really no way to accidentally put it in backwards. So it just goes in there. Come over here and grab a bolt. It's got 2 bolts right in the back of that. Thread it in. That's all you gotta do. I'm gonna show you how to make a brake line. A little piece right here. Again, I don't use a brake line bender. I just use a socket, and basically all I'm gonna do is take it and use that to make my radius around. I'm actually bending a little bit tougher than the old one. But anyway, once you get that started, once you get this radius started, you can kind of throw your fingers into that bend and make it as tight as you want. Again, you want to make sure that you're not pinching in here. You don't want any kind of kinks. I'll get that in there. I'll measure it. I'll probably make one more bend in it, and then I'll show you guys it all hooked into the car. And there we are. So this is all mounted now. See, it's all nice and flush. You don't have to get really fancy here. Again, just a couple of small bends. It's not going to move with the suspension. That part's going to stay stationary. You see my hose right there. It could probably use new hoses. Problem is that definitely going to break more brake line if I wanted to replace that. Not ready to do all that, but we're all ready to start rebuilding the shoes. Start getting that back together. So grab some brake parts cleaner and start spraying her down. I got this shoe back on. Getting this off is actually pretty easy. Putting it back together is a big pain in the butt. So I suggest a lot of patience and a couple of screwdrivers to get that clip off of there. You see I put it all back together with a new clip. A lot of times you'll get a shoe that comes with these things already installed, and that's the way to go. I don't know why these Subarus don't, but whatever. It's not like it's that big of a deal to pull it apart. It's just time consuming. So a lot of patience. Actually, I have my brother help me with this. So you got to pull back on this spring with like a pair of pliers, a pair of vice grips. And you got to thread that in there. So got all that together now. I got all this sprayed down with some brake cleaner. Got it all cleaned off for the most part. So we're gonna start putting it back together now. There's videos on how to do a brake job on a Subaru properly, so I'm not gonna go over everything. But there's a back spring in here that has to go on, and it hooks from right there all the way to that bar hole right there. You get that on, put that in there. I'm gonna pin this, and then after that I'll get all the front springs on. She's all back together. I'm adjusting this star wheel adjuster out so that we can adjust these brakes properly. But you can see I got new hold down springs, we got a new wheel cylinder, all my springs are good. We re-oiled our star wheel adjuster. You can see I lubed that. And then there's one more spring in the bottom of there you gotta make sure you get on. We got this on. I got these brakes well adjusted. You can see that we got enough tension on them. They're grabbing well. You don't want to just get these things on and free spin them. They should have some tension in here, so you should have to grab them with both hands to really turn them. There you go. So we're ready to put a tire back on.